There's a message. The message, the background of the message is just a bunch of dollars, different dollars, and the background of the audio is some white accent guy speaking about South Africa and how black people are bottom of the bottom. A white guy, I don't know if there's a clip whereby you can see the white guy or not about this. If you know the clip, can you send that to the clip so we can also speak about the clip and we know who is this person. But I want you guys to listen to this white guy, what he's saying and exposing about our country and how black people always like to do some weak ass things. Like, I don't know how to put it. Weak as poor mindset in our own country being outshined by people who are other races. Listen to this.
South African men hyping hustle culture need to stop fooling themselves. This grind they worship is not the flex they think it is. Selling fake perfumes at traffic lights, peddling fruits on the side of the road, or pushing secondhand sneakers from a backpack isn't building an economy. It's barely keeping heads above water. Meanwhile, every other race in this country is laughing all the way to the bank. Indians? They own the supermarkets, the spice shops, the cell phone repair stores. White South Africans? They run the farms, the banks, and the corporate empires. Chinese people? They're importing goods by the container load and running retail empires in black townships. And black South Africans? Still hustling on the streets. Why are we settling for scraps? Hustling is glorified poverty. It's small-time thinking. Black men should be pushing for ownership, real estate, franchises, retail chains, transport companies, tech startups, and media platforms. Look around. Why are there no black-owned supermarket chains competing with Pick and Pay? Why aren't black South Africans dominating logistics and transport like the trucking businesses run by white and Indian families? Why isn't there a black version of a Mr. Price or a Pep Stores? Instead, we've got guys selling knockoff watches at robot intersections. It's embarrassing. Here's the truth. Hustle culture is a distraction. It keeps black people locked in survival mode while other races are building empires. Indian families aren't raising their kids to stand at robots. They're putting them through business school. White families don't celebrate selling sweets at taxi ranks. They celebrate scaling companies. Even immigrants from other African countries aren't doing this. They're opening hair salons, tailoring businesses, and restaurants. So why are black South Africans still on the streets? It's time to focus on real opportunities. There's a housing crisis in this country. Why aren't more black-owned construction companies stepping up? South Africa imports billions worth of goods every year. Why aren't black South Africans dominating import-export businesses? We've got some of the best music and culture in the world. Why aren't black South Africans owning their own record labels, film studios, and distribution channels? Instead, we're here hyping street hustles like they're revolutionary. Hustle culture is a dead end. It's survival, not strategy. The only way black South Africans will own their economy is by thinking bigger. Ownership is power. Hustling on the streets is just another way to stay powerless. Let's stop pretending it's anything else.
Yeah, I don't disagree with this. This is the truth. I've always said this. I'll continue to say this. Doesn't matter who disagrees or not. You can never run away from this truth. This is the truth. This is as much as the truth can be. Like, this is as much as the truth can be in South Africa. Like, disagreeing with this, you're just delusional. Disagreeing with this, like, you are living in a false reality. You are lying to yourself. You were lied to then you don't understand what's happening in South Africa. This white man is right. Black South Africans are always the ones who are fighting for the small, useless things. It's true, yes, useless things. Fighting for some petty, small-minded things. Fighting for small things. But when it comes to occupying the real businesses, occupying the real wealth, the real minerals, They are nowhere to be seen in that debate. They are nowhere to be seen in that fight, in that match. They rather settle for less. Our people in South Africa have been programmed to settle for less and to be comfortable settling for less and defend settling for less. It's a programming. It's something they wire into your mind. You're not born like that. But as you grow, they indoctrinate you to believe that, whether in school, whether your own parents reinforcing their own programming on you, whether it's the varsities, the colleges you go, your high school, they tell you and they program you and they indoctrinate you to have a small-minded mindset. And many of our people have it. Even in the comment section, you will see by the comment of how our people in South Africa comment, whether it's the way they structure their comments, the grammar, whether it's the things they say, whether it's the debate they bring into the conversation, whether it's them being in denial of the truth, you'll see it in the comment section. And whether it's them having a victim mindset, you'll see it in the comment section. And I'm not lying to you. You're gonna see it. That our people, like, we are far from progress in South Africa. We are far. Let me tell you something. We are far as South Africans because we are competing with other races that have already started some very, very, very hard things to start. And they've started it in times whereby they had nothing to start those things. Other races are owning banks. Other races are owning mineral and mines. They're owning mines. Other races, they're owning spaza shops. Other races, they're owning big supermarkets. They're owning malls where they sell your favorite shoes, your favorite brands. They're owning the land. Other races are owning lands where they farm and produce the food you black South Africans buy. And then us, we are just owning a South African ID. And then somehow we think we are special. Hey, me, I have a South African ID, me. A South African ID doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean shit. Like you can die with a South African ID as a poor black person. Nobody would care that you're dead. So your ID is not a form of wealth. Your ID has nothing to do in this world with you progressing and success. No, it doesn't work like that. Whoever fooled you, told you having a South African ID means you're special, they lied to you, my friend. Go and question that person and ask them why they told you that. Because they were lying to you. They made you believe your South African ID will do something for you, knowing very well it won't do nothing for you, my friend. So, do you disagree with what this clip I just played is saying? Do you disagree? If you disagree, why? Why do you disagree? Why do you say this white man is talking BS? He's lying. South Africa is special. South Africans are special. Why do you say that? What can you say to justify why you disagree with what this white man is saying? Zozo go my comment section. I want to bust class. But it is what it is. Thank you very much.